Boy, I tell you, our pastor is such a wonderful lady, you know. She's there on vacation visiting with her son, Ryan, his wife, and her newest grandchild. But every day she's WhatsApping and texting me, asking me how things are going with the feast and everything is in place and all of that. Pastor G, sit back, relax. Sorry you can't eat with us. Glad to have you on board. We want to welcome also her daughter, Trudy and Mackenzie, who is doing us live from New York City. We have in Port Jefferson, Pastor Mercedes Simpson, and Deacon Arlene Maxwell Lacey, and the young Jewish doctoress, Melanie Lacey. Come on, make them feel welcome. Our friends in Mississauga and in Brampton, our friends in Cayman, our friends in South Florida, especially Apostle Andrew Wilson. And we want to welcome all of you who are viewing us live, or even those of you who will be viewing the live, doing the rebroadcast later. Thank you for sharing with us in our worship service. We have a program before we put on the word this morning. A few items from our members and our friends. We have also visiting us from out of international recording gospel artists. And my friend on Facebook that I'm meeting for the first time, although we're such good friends on Facebook, Samantha God. Please stand up, Samantha. I want to tell you, if you knew what you're going to get, you'd be more excited than that. Trust me. Can't wait to hear. All right. But before all of that, let me start to take on our special friends. Our MP, Alanda Terlang, regrettably couldn't be with us this morning, but he has a representative in Mr. Yes, and we'll be hearing from him presently. In fact, we'll be hearing from him right now. Let's make him welcome.
Good morning, church. Good morning, Mr. Mackenzie, Minister of Local Government. All other protocols observed. Thank you for inviting us here. Mr. Terland, unfortunately, was unable to attend, and he was adamant that I make sure that I came here. He told me Monday, then he reminded me Thursday, and said, Marla, make sure you're there. I don't care whatever happens. Even if you're sick, you need to crawl, go out there. So I said, okay. Mr. Terlong, the member of parliament a couple months ago, he's trying his best to do as much as he can. Within his community in Cedar Grove, he should be fixing the road shortly. He mentioned it at the community fair that the Citizens Association kept. He also been assisting members of constituency with back to school and the other items. I don't want to take your time because you have other special guests and you have a long itinerary of items. But thank you very much for inviting me. I've been to numerous churches within the constituency and I see the unity here. I see the mixed demographics of elder and youth. So it's really heartwarming. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Represented the MP well. I'll say that he really couldn't come. But the last time he was here with us, he came and he had such a good time. He was so comfortable with us. And he had to leave and to go attend another church. And he said, listen guys, I'm coming back. And he came back. And that is the approach that you take when you want to be MP for the rest of your life. We have Pastor Raquel Jones with us, but she's here not alone. She's accompanied by her sister, Kedisha Wilson. And another lady whose acquaintance I'm still to make. But we welcome you. Then we have now a virgin for some decades now. You all know that anyway. The Minister of Local Government. The hardest working minister. I'll tell you the truth, in these matters, I'm not even going to pretend to be unbiased to them. But he's the hardest working minister. He has been the best mayor of Kingston at St. Andrew, right? And I say this, even as one who served in the council of the KCC, I was surprised when Desmond became mayor. The job he was able to get the KCC to do. Because even though I served there as chairman of the finance committee, I never knew the KCC had those kinds of powers until he became minister. Well, he's also not just my friend, but he's also my minister, because I serve on the board of supervision of Jamaica, which falls under his ministry. So I want us to put our hands together and welcome our friend, Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Honorable Desmond Anthony Mackenzie. Come on!
I don't know if I am to make reference as Lloydie, my friend, or I should make reference to him as shepherd and senior pastor, my brother, my friend, Lloyd Maxwell. His charming wife who continues to glow, Miss Shirley. And to the wider congregation of Christians. Forgive me, Alric, if I don't mention you especially. But it would be safe for me to say, brothers and sisters in Christ, good morning. When I got the invitation to be here with you this morning, my immediate response was no. Because on a Sunday, I have a radio program which I am committed to. It is a part of my healing process on a Sunday that relaxes me for 5 hours. The reason why I said no, because I left the island last week, Monday, came back yesterday from Toronto, and the problems of traveling and the uncertainty of the airline, and it was so because I didn't reach Kingston until after 7 last night when I should have leave Toronto from about midday. But then I said to myself, no, I can't do this to life. Because the other day he called me and he said, I understand you're not well. So should I raise the prayer group? And I said, yes. So whatever it took, it would have been unfortunate not to be here. But I'm fortunate to be here to share in this 19th anniversary. I was tempted to stand when she asked if there was any first time visitor. But I came here many years ago when I was mayor, and I'm back not as minister, but as a friend of Lloyd and as a friend of this congregation. 19 years is a long time to give. When I read the words that is mentioned on the program, let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of needs. This is what my friend, Pastor Lloyd Maxwell, has been about. Serving in the time of need, helping those who are in need. This church represents not an ordinary church. It is a church that I hear people speak about. Speak about it for the warmth, the friendship, the love, and most of all, the capacity of serving and sharing. About 2 weeks ago, I was in Trelawney at a New Testament Church of God a couple Sundays ago. And when I listened to the pastor preaching, he used the Jamaica national anthem as the theme of his message. Because I don't know how many people know that the Jamaican national anthem is the only anthem in the world that is a prayer. And you know, the significance of that is that it is because of our upcoming, the way we were brought up as a country, as a nation, to fear God. The Bible says righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach. And therefore, in this year, 19th year of service, your 19 years of giving, it is important that when I look at the congregation, gone are the days when it was my grandmother and grandfather who were members of the church congregation. Gone are those days, because the message that is coming is not just the message for the old or the middle age, but it is a message that goes right across the board. And it is saying that salvation is not just for the old, salvation is there for everybody. But in the words of our national anthem, Eternal Father, bless our land. And it is therefore significant, pastor and congregation, that your blessings continue to come in abundance, so you can continue to spread that word. Justice, truth, be yours forever. Jamaica, land we love. I therefore congratulate you on this year 19th anniversary, and I ask that God will continue to strengthen you and your congregation to continue to send that message of hope, because somewhere out there are more persons wanting, longing to hear the message. But some of us might not be ready. I don't know if you can be ready. But whenever it happens, is the right time. Congratulations, my friends. I will not be able to stay with you for the entire service. I will leave you at 12:30. But in the meantime, let us give God thanks for his mercies continuously. May God bless you all.
You know, I tell you this minister especially, I'll tell you why I say. I remember the first meeting we had of the Board of Supervision. He met with us and gave us a charge. And one of the things I remembered that he said, and maybe I might be paraphrasing it, but what he said to us is that suffering is neither green nor orange. And he wants us to ensure that we carry the business of the board in such a manner that that will never arise. For those of you who don't know, the Board of Supervision is charged with the response. Anything to do with the poor in Jamaica is what we do. Those in infirmities, those in homes, those in shelters, those who are homeless, those who are just indigent, you name it, falls under the Board of Supervision within the Ministry of Local Government. Can you imagine if all those who are in authority, and especially those who have political and governmental power, took that same kind of approach? Different Jamaica, eh? If we had that. Thank you, Minister. All right, I know you have to leave at 12:30 because you have your radio program. But we have some items to present as we celebrate. And I want you to get a few of the items. And I also want to allow you to hear a few minutes of Pastor Jones's message as well. So I'm going to take some items before and some items after the word. Is Nelisha here? This little girl can sing, so let me tell you something. She did a song in the church and we posted it on our website. And a flash, it had like 18,000 likes. I mean, people were so